Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. We're now talking football, and it's England versus Colombia. Second round World Cup round, second round of the World Cup. And for some reason, my screen is frozen. Don't ask me why, but it has done. It's still frozen. I don't know why it's frozen. No, we're back. Right. Second round of the World Cup we're in. And it's that time as an England supporter where, you know, we come to the World Cup. Before we go to the World Cup, we're talking about we're going to win the World Cup. We get to the World Cup, put in a couple of performances, which can be a bit sketchy. And we get through the next round. And now we have Colombia. Well, all I've been hearing in the last few days, the people I've been talking to have been saying, or I've been reading in the newspapers, are Argentina's out, Portugal's out, Germany's out. You know, all these teams are out of the World Cup. Russia's still in. And, well, England's greatest opportunity to win a World Cup would be this year. Fair enough. Well, you're going to have to get past Colombia. That's the first thing. Oh, we should stuff Colombia. Yeah, we should. We should beat Colombia. But I have no, what's the word? I have no real faith that England can beat Colombia. And I'll say it to this point. If they beat Colombia, it's not a well-beaten side. Problems with England. I've always had problems. You saw how Belgium were able to retain and hold onto the ball and keep the ball most of the time. Most of the time England players had the ball, they were running at players, they're falling over all the time. Now they're playing a South American side. So if a Belgian side can keep the ball all the time, then God only knows what a South American side is going to be able to do, pass the ball around. Colombia are a good side. They're dangerous on the break, and England have to be careful of that. Defensively, you know, you can see the goal against Costa Rica. Is it Costa Rica they conceded the goal? Was it Costa Rica or Panama? Panama. You know, you still have to be aware that England did concede that goal against Panama. And there may be less chances, but it's still a chance that they can score. And I think Hernandez will be very interesting to see how he plays. So England have got problems for me. Up to now, who's the best England? What's the best England setup? I mean, do you still stay with Sterling? Do you bring? What do? Do you still play Sterling in that position? I would be playing Sterling. What about Dele Alli? Is he fully fit? Is he ready to go? Loftus-Cheek looked good. Personally, I would like to see Sterling out the side. Loftus-Cheek, if you're going to play Loftus-Cheek, play him in the middle. But if you're going to play Loftus-Cheek in the middle, that means you're not going to have Dele Alli. I'd like to see Dele Alli back in the side. And I'd like to see Rashford down the right-hand side, personally. If you're going to play Rashford, I'd like to play Rashford and give that guy more time just to get some more form. Get rid of Danny Rose. Don't want to see Danny Rose running down that left-hand side again. I'm fed up of seeing him run down the ring, down the left-hand side and falling down all the time. I wasn't impressed with Trent Arnold, despite a lot of people being impressed with him. I wasn't. I'd like to see Walker back in the side. I'd like to see Trippier back in the side as well. I was impressed with Trippier. I like him in terms of free kicks and for corners. I felt more at home with Trippier being there. I would definitely like to see Henderson back in midfield. Kane, I don't know what Vardy was doing, keeping up appearance with Jamie Vardy. If you're going to put an option up front, I would rather Welbeck than Jamie Vardy, simply because it seems that Danny Welbeck has got a golden touch when it comes to playing for England. If not just being around the box, he might be great for Arsenal, but he's got a great touch for England. So that, you know, he's that guy that you bring on and gets you a goal. Maguire, I've been impressed with Maguire defensively and when he takes the ball forward. Pickford, I'm not so convincing. I'm not sure about him as a goalkeeper. But ultimately, this is where your England players count. This is where they count. This is where they make their money. This is where they make their statements. This is where all the valuation of these England players. I mean, you think about it. How many of those England players that have valued all this money have actually made an impression at this World Cup? How many of the big names have made an impression at this World Cup? This is where they've got to make an impression. They've got to make an impression against Colombia moving forward now. So Southgate's got to play his best side against Colombia and hope that his best side are calamity-free. And I think that's one thing he has to do. So I look forward to seeing what England do against Colombia. Again, I have no preconceived ideas that England are going to win this game. I expect to see something like England 1, Colombia 0, or maybe England 1, Colombia 1, and it goes to extra time, and maybe goes to penalties. I'm expecting some sort of drama like that with England. Again, I wasn't impressed by the Belgian game, even with a second string side. Like I said before, England were unable to retain the ball, and I'm not sure how much better having Harry Kane and Henderson inside is going to make that much difference to ball retention. But we'll wait and see. One of the weaknesses people are talking about with Colombia is the goalkeeper and his inability to deal with crosses. So England need to whip good crosses into the box. Typically, Ospina being an Arsenal goalkeeper. Is he still Arsenal goalkeeper or they sold him? But yeah, I was never a fan of Ospina anyway. So yeah, right. I think I'm done with that as a preview. It's not a big preview, but nonetheless, it's a preview. So yeah, I just hope England wish all the best to the English team, and I hope they do well in this tournament. I really do. They have a great opportunity to win the World Cup, but the fact that the tournament's in Russia is a concern for me because Russia's still in the tournament. Unless the team goes out there and really smashes Russia, I have concerns that they might get through to the final with some divine help from the powers that be. So, you know, Russia are, you know, they are. Yeah, all I can say is that they're probably in a good position, or Russia. So all the best to England and Colombia. May the best team win tomorrow. Yeah, but please, I don't want to see Raheem Sterling and I don't want to see Danny Rose. Please, no Danny Rose, no Raheem Sterling. Thank you so much. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Take care.